Yo. Good morning, everybody. It's Uncle Chrissy here to bring you a quick little sneaker release guide, see what's going on for the week. Not a whole lot going on this week. It's a little bit of a downturn after what we saw last week, but speaking of which, let's recap last week real quick. So last week, we had the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3 while you were sleeping. Finally released. This is a highly sought after pair. We've been seeing leaks for a little while, and there was a ton of opportunities to cop this pair. They did an exclusive access via EQL through their Discord. Really cool new process we've never seen before. They did an EQL raffle on their site. And then on Monday the 20th, they did an actual first come, first serve on their website themselves. From what I heard, it was a little wonky. A lot of people had payment issues, in particular when they were checking out on mobile. But still in all, it looks like a lot of people were able to get their pairs from that drop. Also, the following day, we had an exclusive access, or everyone access, pretty much on the SNKRS app. They loaded it up for EA. Tons of people had access. I saw very few that actually didn't get access. Good news is we're actually going to have another release on Tuesday the 27th. So anybody who still hasn't been able to touch a pair of those should have one final shot on the 27th. But honestly, I don't think that's going to be hard to get. I think we're going to see this pair back in outlets, back in Nike stores. There's going to be a lot of returns. There's still boutiques that are going to drop this as well. So again, if you didn't touch this pair, I got to ask you how hard you really tried. So it's really going to be an easy one to get, I think, come this point. We also had a series of Kobe events go on. So we had a sneaker stashed at the Mama tournament in LA. There was actually two sneakers passed, one on the 23rd and one again on the 24th. So I mistakenly put out there that there was going to be a sneakers pass event. It was just a stash. I gave off a list of SKUs. They were present at the Grove, but apparently Nike was using that stock for the stash. So that's on me. I apologize. I hope nobody made the trip out to the Grove based on what I said. So again, I am sorry about that. I was wrong about that one. But the sneaker stash seemed pretty big. So they had a lot of pairs on here. They had the Halos, Girl Dads, Reverse Grinches, Phillies, and why am I spacing out? The Italian Camels. There was actually a second event that went down on the 24th, and apparently the Kobe Bryant Foundation and Vanessa gave Kobe's to the entire team that won the tournament for a year. So that's a pretty cool thing. Then we got to the actual event on the 24th, Kobe Day, 8/24. We had the Kobe stock restock reserve event. So this was a little bit tricky, and it got me. There was actually two events. So on my screen anyway, there was one event that had it had Reverse Grinches, it had the Halo 8s, and I believe the Gift of Mambas. Those are right there. It was the one with the white screen. I saw those. I registered for both of the Reverse Grinches and the Mambas, and then I didn't see anything. I went over to the in-stock tab, and I found everything there. That's where I clicked on the Phillies pair, and I found the Italian Camos, I found the Venice Beaches, and everything else that was dropping that day. But if you went back to the feed and scrolled down, there was a black logo that had those pairs there as well. So it was a little bit tricky. I heard a lot of people didn't see anything. A lot of people had the issue loading content error. Some people saw one release and not the other. It was a little bit wonky on Nike's part, and sad to see. It seems like people that were able to get it smoothly copped. They were able to cop even though that there was minimal pairs. I think the Core Purples and the Radiant Emeralds had like 1,000, 1,100 pairs. But then you get down to like the Gift of Mambas and the Italian Camels, and there was like 300 pairs. There was not a lot. So I think the people that were able to get it to load up quickly and easily were able to get in. I think I saw a lot of people, I did see a lot of people cop multiple pairs on that, so it was cool to see. Also on Thursday and Friday, we had the J Tips on Friday. J Tips had his in-store event through BBC, and a lot of people lined up. It was cool to see a nice big event like that. There was talk of some other things going on behind the scenes, but I wasn't there, so I can't really get into that. But a lot of people were able to get their pairs in hand. He's taking care of his community. He's getting back to the New York City where he's from, and giving those people the chance to cop. So I respect that. I got no problem with that at all. There was also an EQL raffle that loaded up on his website shortly after that release, and then again there was a third release on Complex, which I don't know what happened. Complex put it out on their Instagram. If you went to the Complex shop, both pairs in adult and kid sizing were actually there to purchase. There was probably limited numbers, but Complex actually had a release on their website. I don't know if this is going to be a sign of things that come with Complex. Maybe we'll see more. Obviously, they've done releases at Complex Con in the past, and I'm sure I'm missing something. I'm sure they've done something like this before, but who knows? Maybe we could see something like this again. But yeah, let's get on into what's going on this week. Like I said, there's not a ton going on. On Tuesday the 27th, we have the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3s on the SNKRS app. We've talked about that a lot already, so let's move on. Wednesday the 28th, we had the Air Jordan 17 lows, the UNC, yes, coming with the fancy briefcase, and yes, costing $300. As of right now, this is going to be a limited boutique release. I don't know if I'm going to see this one load up on the SNKRS app, but boutiques are where you want to be. Check out the raffles, wherever you get that from, and you'll see them all right there. Then moving on to Friday the 30th, here's one that a lot of people have been asking me about. A lot of people have been asking me about the Air Tech Challenge 2, the Andre Agassi's from back in the day. People have been asking about this for months, and here it is, finally coming up on Tuesday on the SNKRS app. I don't want to give a number right now because we're a little too far out, but right now stock is looking slim on that, y'all. Stock is looking slim. You're gonna have to get out of bed to get this one, I think. I don't know if it's gonna be a boutique release. I don't always have information on that stuff, but the sneakers release itself is looking a little bit limited. So time to ante up if you want to get this pair. We also have the Alexis Sabalone SBs dropping in SB shops on the 30th. So get with your locals, check them out on Instagram and Twitter, see what they're doing for their raffles, in-store releases, whatever they may be. There is a 2-pack with the Converse low top. I think it's a weapon low top. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too familiar with Converse SKUs. But she is doing a 2-pack release special box. I think there's a very limited number of stores. Only like 10 actually have them available. Give or take 10, maybe 12. But that pair is going down in skate shops on the 30th. And then again, we're going to see a sneakers release down the road. Probably not so far out, probably a week or two. Stay tuned in, make sure you got notifications turned on, and I'll let you know we can expect to see that Alexis Sabalone. That's the pair with the reptile-like skin drop on the SNKRS app. Personally, I'm terrified of snakes, so I am going nowhere near that pair. But that's about it for this week. Again, keep your eye out for Yeezy drops. We know by now about, $9.40, $9.45. They load up a bunch of random SKUs for, $20, $40, $50. But again, I'm telling y'all this. I told y'all this last week. Buyer beware when it comes to Adidas. You're getting defects, you're getting returns, you're getting used pairs. They are fighting chargebacks. They are not taking any returns. Be very, very careful with what you're doing with Adidas right now. If you don't really want the pair, it's not worth the risk to take a flyer on it, see if you like it. If you can get a pair for $20, you don't mind it being a little bit scuffed or damaged, whatever, good for you. But that's about it. We're going to move on to September. September shaping up. We got some cool drops going on in September. Stay tuned. The next video, we're going to do a quick little preview on it. But we got, real quick, we got the Team Bank Kobe's coming out. We got the Air Jordan 1 Low Dark Mochas. We got the Peace -1 G-Dragon Air Force 1 Paranoise 3.0. I know that was a mouthful. We have Verdy should be coming out. We have the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 4 Fossils should be coming out, the Fossil Stone, and we should be seeing the Travis Scott Jumpman Jack Taupe. So yeah, September's looking low-key stacked. We're getting towards the holidays. Drops are really going to start picking up. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at Uncle_Chrissy, Instagram at Uncle.Chrissy, and obviously make sure you're subbed in and got notice turned on for the channel right here. That's about it. I'm going to get on about my day, y'all. Peace.